Happens to the best of us.
It's happening too much. Well, let's start this over again. Well, I can cut the fucking thing anyway. God, I mean, because I've been doing other videos. Well, anyway. So anyway, this guy John Cardona, he says to me that I use the to get around journalism integrity. That I use what is it? That I use the Jon Stewart defense. What do you think of that?
I'm a comedian.
Yeah. Well, I just say I'm a hack. You know?
That works too.
Yeah. So I was like, whoa. Did he get me? No, he didn't get me. Of course not. But it was pretty creative.
It's an interesting way of going.
That's what I said. I get you get
points for creativity.
He gets points for creativity, and I'm going to explain why he's wrong right after we talk about Kris Letang. It's been recently announced that he will be suspended for one game, which I am going to back off on. I've decided that I am satisfied with the one game.
It's the right call.
Yeah, it's the right call. I wanted two for the reasons that it was a headshot and that it was interference. He's not eligible to be hit. But after checking the amount of time that expired with my own little tools here, frame by frame, it's about an eighth of a second, right? That technically makes it, that's on the borderline of being ineligible, all right? So I'm going to roll that back. Letang has no history. Brooks Orpik, on the other hand, has a history, but he doesn't qualify as a repeat offender either.
He's been suspended twice, though.
Who? Letang?
Orpik,
yeah, but he's not.
He doesn't.
That doesn't necessarily qualify as a repeat offender under the CBA.
Well,
so
Orpik, I feel they got right too. So.
Oh, Orpik, I think they got right too. So I think they got it right. That's right. I was going to say they got it wrong, but after some thinking about it, and I don't think Letang. I love Kris Letang. Everybody knows that, and I do think they got it right. What I don't get is the no suspension. There should have been no suspension under any circumstances, that it was a clean hit. First of all, the only reason he's not getting hit with a headshot and probably getting another game as well, because it's kind of inconclusive whether he hit the head or not. The rule is no longer targeting. It's not. It's the main point of contact, which can be kind of looked at in a way as where you may hit the shoulder. You may hit the, and I don't think he even hit the shoulder. I think he hit the collarbone and slid over.
Yeah.
If not outright the chin. But the angles that I saw, and I saw every one of them on NBC, and I put them in slow motion, and I put them in my own video machine and did them. He either hits the chin straight on, not deliberately, or he hits the shoulder and slides over. That's head contact. But they decided not to do that. If I had to guess, it's because it's inconclusive.
Yeah, they didn't rule 48 him, and
they didn't rule 48.
Surprise, shocker! It's because of ambiguity within the rule of the NHL rulebook.
Yeah. Well, I mean, main point of contact itself, the sentence itself is ambiguous.
The whole fucking book is ambiguous.
The whole thing's a joke. We can get into that another time. But
it's my favorite thing to talk about.
Now, the eligibility of a hit, there's got to be sound now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now I'm paranoid because I'm getting messages from Terry. Right?
Thing to talk about.
Okay, good. I'm good. I did start it off again with no sound. Now, I checked it myself. It's 0.8. That's how much time you have. It's around 0.8, so it's close. I got to be honest with you. So in fairness to some Pittsburgh fans, it's close. It's very close. Yeah. He targeted him. He clearly doesn't have the puck, and he followed through. Now, I think he hit his head, too. I think he hit his chin first, but you can't see it. There's no way. There's no real clear way to do it. Now, considering Letang doesn't have a history, and considering that the Orpik hit was Letang's hit was nowhere near as gross as the Orpik hit, I think they got it right. But you jokers that are out there saying keep your head up, oh fuck off!
Right.
Saying keep your head up is as stupid as fucking criticizing every dumb hit that's bang bang, because he just releases the puck and then he picks his head up and he gets his shoulder in his face. I'm sorry.
It seems like something else that nobody's talking about is the fact that was a heavily trafficked. There was two players around him when he got hit by Letang. That was a heavy traffic.
Letang should have known better.
A lot of times when you see those type of hits, especially when it's targeting.
Here's the bottom line. He's not eligible. That's it. He's not eligible to be hit. Letang fucked up. He's got to sit for a game. It's lucky he's not more. I would have hit him with the head too. I would have hit him with the hit in the head. I think he hit the head first. It looks like the chin.
They got it right. They got both.
They got it right. They got it right. So I'm going to roll back on that. They got it right. I thought Letang would get maybe less games or treated a little better because he's a Pittsburgh Penguin. I'm walking away from that because
bless you, Kazar.
I think one game's about right. Actually, Pittsburgh boy, to his credit, said he thought it should be 2. But I'm telling Pittsburgh boy I was wrong initially, and I take that back. Now going back to Cardona, who tried to outwit me in a debate.
Let's get the hockey. Okay, the hockey news is done. Fuck this.
Well,
guy.
it's done. I agree with you. After we'll take calls. Here's the thing. We'll take calls. When I'm ready to take calls, you guys can call in and tell me I'm wrong, whatever. Now the Cardona thing with the Jon Stewart sense, which is way more important because it's about me. All right?
Yeah.
Okay. And he was talking about, because I uploaded the hit, and I said that he, that watch Kris Letang smash Johansson in the head. All right?
Yeah.
All right. And that's kind of yellow journalism. All right. Number one, I'm not a journalist. I'm not a journalist. I'm playing the YouTube game. I'm playing it within the rules. And I honestly still think he got hit in the head. I just think it's just tough to tell for sure when it comes to suspending somebody. And I am trying to get as many hits as possible. All right?
Sure.
Number one. He also suggested that YouTube is media and kind of hinted that I have some kind of duty to fall under journalism rules. No. No.
Did you take an oath that I didn't know about?
No. They pay me.
What oath did you swear to?
Now, there are rules that I have to live by. None of them are journalism. And considering journalism rules are as bad as subjective as the NHL rule book, even if I were to follow them.
And even more full of shit, if you can believe that.
Yes. Even if I were to follow them, it would be, look, you're better off. I'm going to be honest with you. I think you're better off listening to a guy, this is my opinion, that openly says he's biased, but tries his best to be fair. And that's me.
Sure.
I try my best to be fair. If I'm challenged respectfully, I will give you that respect, and I always have. If you fuck with me and troll me, I'll troll you right back because I'm better at it than you. Bottom line. And actually, I'd like you to troll me because it gives me good practice. But I have no under obligation. And here's another thing. Here's something I personally believe. There's no such thing as journalism. There's no such thing. It's an idea. It's a concept. It's a novel concept. And I think that people that pursue that and are honest about it, which is almost nobody,
yeah.
I think that's honorable. But it doesn't exist. Journalism is it's the Jon Stewart excuse reversed. That's what I believe. I think journalism is crap. So I'm telling you right now, I'm a journalist. I'm telling you right now, I'm trying to get as much. I'm a big YouTube whore, and I'm trying to get as many hits as possible. But I always tell you that my opinions will be my own, and I will try to be as fair as possible. I do have bias, and there's players I don't like, there's teams I don't like, and I'll tell you that. In fact, I usually do this.
That's all irrelevant. You said the word that stops the fucking argument. Opinion.
Okay. That's all
word.
you're gonna get here. Opinions and laughs. That's it. I am under no obligation to be fair. And I will not be fair. And I tell you something. Big difference between me and Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart would try to come off as unbiased, would lie about people, misrepresent people, and hurt people by doing it, and then fall back on I'm a comedian. The worst I could do is hurt your fucking hockey team's feelings or yours, which I don't care about. Big shock. No. All right. So I just want to get this clear. I just want to make this clear. I'm not a journalist. I don't want to be. I just want to entertain people, and I want to get a lot of hits, and I want to get YouTube famous. That's it. And I think
I'm going to start a channel that's called Sidney Crosby's Pink Panties. You know why? Because I can.
Yeah, that's opinion. It. I'm under no responsibility. Now, I don't. As far as Cardona calling me out, good job.
Yeah,
you almost got me. I did. I saw that. I was like, ooh. I was literally like, ooh.
You gave him pause.
He did. I had to think about it. Like, how am I going to deal with it? Because I take that shit real seriously.
Go to the war room.
But no, I like Cardona. He's a really good guy. And but I do disagree with anybody who thinks he doesn't need to be suspended. I do disagree with anybody who thinks it was a clean hit. I will deal with you respectfully. And I like all this fucking Pittsburgh Penguins. Hey, man, keep your head up. Be tough. The league's turned into a bunch of pussies. Well, guess what? We had to listen to your guys the last fucking 7 years.
Why didn't
bitch about Mario Lemieux, biggest baby ever. What'd you say, Matt?
Why didn't they say that to Mata?
Yeah.
Doesn't the same apply?
I guess.
No, because it wasn't for them. It went against them.
Orpik's hit was gross. Letang is a little more bang bang, but he should have known better. But he's not eligible to be hit. And apparently, like Dave said, because Johansson got to play, that's going to lower the suspension. The rules are the rules. Period. So anybody who thinks he deserved more or as much as Orpik is wrong too. So look, I'm not telling. Here's the thing: Greg Wyshynski And those guys that lie about Patrick Kane, they're telling you they're journalists, and they're telling you you're not biased. I'm telling you that I'm biased, and you're going to get a more honest opinion from me. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. That's all I got to say about that.
There you go.
That's what I got to say about that. So, I'm going to bring you into this.
Nice, refreshing juice of honesty. There you go.
There you go.
A drink of that, people.
Here's the thing. I'm telling you, I'm naturally dishonest because I'm human. I'm telling you that I'm not going to hide behind journalism because there's no such thing. So, no one's going to pay. If I ever do advertisements on here, I will tell you they're advertisements. And it won't affect my hockey opinion. Or at least I'll try. And if it does affect my hockey opinion, I will come and make a video and I will say, look, I'm doing different things now. I'm bringing revenue into things. I can't always be honest on certain subjects from here on in. I will say that. Because this is how I earn money for my family. If that ever happens.
Extensive extensive.
Yes.
One thing you will get here.
You will always get extensive explanations from me.
Extensive explanations.
Okay.
That's our thing. That's our go-to.
So, all right. Hey, Matt, was I right about the Caps? Yes.
It's still a little early.
Yeah, no, they're going up 3-1. And it's not going to be. I told you, second round, they're going to get punched in the face. I told you, bitches, Calgary were going to make the playoffs last year. I was right. Winnipeg, right. I was right about this. I was right about this, too. And I'm just about to say San Jose is going to run away with the whole goddamn thing. And I'm going to be right. Right.
The Capitals
dead on Dave and right on Tommy.
I think, for one, that's copyright infringement. Don't fuck with my gimmick, all right?
Yeah.
That's first.
I wrote that gimmick. What are you talking about? Go ahead. Sue you.
Never been called that before. You're right.
Yeah.
Take it, own it. I'll send you a check. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, good.
The Capitals, I think, are going to win the next game. They showed a lot of heart late in the game. They scored a couple really nice goals there. If Ovechkin can get going, I think they're going to win the next game. So I don't know if the prophecy's fulfilled there, Tommy, but we'll see.
I put money on it. Capitals going to lose. They never treated this series. They never treated any of the series they were in.
They haven't treated playoffs, yeah.
Like they're in the playoffs. And I told you Pittsburgh was going to kick them in the mouth. And they did.
Well, right now, Pittsburgh's a better team. They've been, and arguably, Pittsburgh's been a better team for the past.
You can make the argument that they've been the best team in the playoffs. I'll even go that far.
Past 4 or 5 weeks, you can make that argument.
It's either them or San Jose.
Yeah.
And a little bit for Dallas, but they're not ready. That team ain't ready. No. But no, the Caps are doing exactly. They get the only guy I will leave off this list is TJ Oshie.
Yeah,
he's amazing, and big shout out to Murray, who's becoming that goalie that maybe the San Jose needs. Murray's doing a fantastic job. Murray took Fleury's job. Eddie Olczyk had it right last night. The only way they're going to put in Fleury is if Murray surrenders the net. And I don't think that's going to happen. 47 saves. Amazing work. And it really didn't come until the third period when he was cold. Yeah. So they got the goalie. They got the superstars. They got the role players. They got the guys like Russ that are blocking shots. They're the guys that are digging things out like Kuhnackelhead from Germany. Kuhnackel. Mm-hmm. That's scary shit. Oh, and Phil Kessel's playing out of his mind too.
He is. That's a little bit of wild.
Look, we always knew this team had it. We always knew they're dangerous. They just found weird ways to melt down. And Crosby doesn't look like shit's bothering Crosby like Crosby tends to do. He's not letting the little stuff. He's not getting. He's not yipping at the referees constantly. He's not mouthing off and chirping. He's just focused.
But you see, Capitals, I think they're just as good a team as Pittsburgh, maybe even better.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They're just not playing up to par until the third period comes. They're not leaving a chance to Holtby, who couldn't do anything on the goals, and they decide to start shooting on Murray when the third period comes.
Well, I think you're right.
I think you're 100% right there.
I told you somebody was going to kick them in the tooth. He's going to.
The funny thing is, with that team, we know how dangerous they can be, but they haven't really been that team in quite a while. So you got to wonder if they're going to be able to recapture that. They can do it in spurts, but they can't do it over the course of an entire game. So that's the biggest worry. And Pittsburgh, for all the reasons you just said, Tommy, they're dangerous, man.
They're amazing. Well, they've always been dangerous. They should win the damn thing every year. My biggest criticism of Crosby is that he hasn't won more. And I think, and Jonathan Toews has won more, considered a better leader, and he's less talented than Crosby. Not that he's not talented. But he doesn't have the skills that Crosby has. Not too many people do that ever have walked the earth. Kenneth McLean says, what do they do with Fleury? Nothing. Sit him on the bench. Sorry you lost. It's a rough life.
Actually, I think one skill that Taves and Crosby have in common is that they can't grow facial hair.
And if they do, like whatever. I'm glad Jonathan Taves got eliminated in the first round because I don't got to see that. I don't know that 17-year-old Amish beard that he grows every year, which is concerning.
Elijah, go pick the corn, Elijah.
The playoff stubble.
Elijah. What's the other go there? Ezekiel. Go do the corn.
Mordecai, I need you to churn this butter.
Yeah. Mordecai. Yeah. Exactly. Hey, bitches, if you haven't learned, when I'm ready, I'll take calls. And then I'll give Terry the word, and Terry will spam the chat with call in right away because she's wonderful. And she's a moderator.
She's doggone it.
All right. What else do I got? I don't think we're going to go over this too long. Goss's fear, McDavid, and Panarin.
I
Matt,
don't think that's a surprise at all.
Yeah. Matt, where are you in this?
Earlier on, I would have said Goss the spear.
Yeah.
But I saw him play a few games, and not that he's a liability on defense. He just has these few brain farts.
Yeah, he's just a rookie.
So,
rookie here and there. But you also didn't see him over. You saw him in the last series. So let's be honest.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I saw him in the last series.
I saw him a lot this year on afternoon games on European time. So I don't think he's good as Panarin.
For me, it's definitely not Panarin.
Why not?
Really?
Because I think he's at an advantage because he's older.
It doesn't matter. That's not the rules.
That's
That's not the rules. I know he's been 24.
If you're looking at the best rookie at 24 years old, don't you think that Connor McDavid would be better than Panarin?
That's irrelevant.
It's irrelevant.
That's completely irrelevant.
Look. If Panarin was 35 years old, it's whether you think he is or not. Is he better?
And
now
there's no saying that this year Panarin was better than McDavid because technically McDavid had more points per game.
That's where you get to something. You have to consider if McDavid was playing the whole season. It doesn't matter whether McDavid was hurt or not. You have to, if he scored 2 goals and he was the best player in those 2 fucking games that he scored back to back, you have to give him that kind of consideration.
Yes. He didn't play the entire season. Panarin did.
I predict
Panarin just wasn't good for rookies. He was in there towards the top.
I predict
he was 9th in scoring.
They're gonna fuck Panarin.
Matt, 9th in scoring.
Yeah,
Panarin.
I know.
Not for rookies in the whole fucking league. This is not even a conversation.
all right.
It's not even.
I know,
But you can't say it with McDavid.
had
Now, I
McDavid
think you
been
could
there
award it
the
to
whole year.
McDavid because he's head and tails one of the best players I've ever seen, even the time. You have to consider that he was hurt.
He didn't play.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter either. You're not supposed to consider that when the award, whether he didn't play or not. That does not count against you, supposedly.
When you got another rookie who's 9th in the league in scoring, yeah, it does come into play.
No, you're not supposed to. You were not supposed to consider the other guy's hurt. You're supposed to consider would he have been in the same ballpark. Now, if it comes up short,
You have no idea. There's no way of knowing. You could have went on a slump for 4 or 5 weeks.
Well, you could average his numbers out.
I don't think extrapolating is the thing to do.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to consider that as
This is the only league that rule exists.
Yeah, probably you are not supposed to consider that.
And I don't even know if that's a rule.
So here's what's going to happen. So you're both wrong as usual, and this is what's going to happen. They're going to screw Panarin, and they're going to give them co-Calder trophies, just like they did Derek Jeter and Rodriguez. That's my prediction.
I'm telling you right now, I think Panarin's going to win this
outright.
Pretty handily.
Watch the go, and I'll tell you why. Because McDavid's better for the league. It's not right, and I think you can make a case for either.
This is an MVP discussion. It's
the best rookie overall. It's the best rookie overall, and you have to consider what he could have done. And then you have to get. And it might be bullshit. You're probably right, Dave. I'm not even saying you're wrong on that point.
I've never even heard that before.
Yeah, you're not supposed to consider it. That's what I've been told. Somebody showed me.
You didn't look it up?
No. It was sent to me. I forget who sent it to me. It was sent to me. It might be. So look for Co.
They go to the people who vote, and they're like, "Hey,
look, the hockey. Look, you don't think the fucking Hockey Writers Association has a dumb agenda? It's better for them if a fucking Canadian kid's doing well than it is for some Russian nobody ever heard of until this year. That's the bottom line. They depend on the NHL thriving. They're going to put McDavid because it's a better sell to say he's Rookie of the Year. And there's no telling that he could have been Rookie of the Year. And I got to be honest with you, as impressive as Panarin was, he's not as special as McDavid when I watch this guy skate.
You can't even say his name right, so I don't know.
That's
Breadman.
what I was going to say.
Breadman.
Just if I look at their play individually
Yeah.
in the sample size I have, if I just look at their play this year, McDavid amazed me more than
I would agree
Panarin.
with you. I would agree with you.
He was great. There's no question about that.
No.
McDavid was great, but he didn't play. He played half the season. Panarin played the entire year.
And also,
I'm scoring.
I know this argument's been said all the time, but Panarin's on the Blackhawks and McDavid's on the Oilers, and McDavid is flourishing.
Yeah, well, here's another thing. Here's another reason that you know right away. I mean, there's a lot of rookies that had more points than McDavid, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think he was top 3 in scoring, and he was still put on the ballot. And that tells me that the information that I got was correct. The information that I got was correct, and you're supposed to judge it on the games that he played, and the injuries aren't supposed to count against him.
That's ridiculous.
It may be ridiculous, but it's the case. And I'm telling you what's going to happen. They're going to screw him. They're going to screw you. Look, if you tell me Breadman deserves it outright, and there's no way to tell, even if you average, if the average the scores together or anything, all right, I can go for that argument. I can also go for the argument that McDavid could win it outright. But that's not what's going to happen. They're going to do it safe. Mark my words. Mark my words.
We shall see.
Bob Hartley fired by the Flames. Greg Wyshynski suggesting that Boudreau's going to Calgary. Any opinion on that, Kassar?
I hope they don't go to Game 7. That's all I got.
Any opinion on that, Dave?
A year removed from some really good play out of Calgary. I mean, it's a little. I don't know. It seems a little bit weird. I think they're going to blow up the team.
Well, coming to think of it, it makes a lot of sense because 2 years ago Calgary made the playoffs, and this year they took a major.
Last year they made the playoffs.
Back. Last year they made the playoffs and went to the second round.
Oh, sorry, I meant last year.
Yeah.
And this year they took a major step back.
Yeah,
they did, but that doesn't necessarily point to coaching. And So to me, they're blowing this team up. If they're getting rid of the coach who's just a year removed from having a fantastic season when his players played to the expectation they may have had, it seems like they're going to make some sweeping changes.
Or I don't think they'll do it in the play because they have a lot of young, talented players, and I don't think they're going to change anything. I don't think they might blow up management, but I don't think they're going to blow up the team. I think they'll blow up management. They might bring advanced stats guys in.
Maybe.
That wouldn't shock me.
I don't know how that helps in this situation.
Last thing I got. Let's laugh. Let's laugh at people. Greg Wyshynski put this in. Popular Blackhawks blog shuts down after team's indefensible actions. Look at Dave's face. Let me read this to you. Throughout the controversial season of the Chicago Blackhawks, there's been talk about fans who may have left the fold, and talk about being puppy cop. What was it? Being puppy cock public posturing.
Puppy cock.
Who have left the fold and talk of being puppy cock public posturing. So it was in the interest to see Monday's farewell note from Hockey Night, HOCKENIGHT. I'm not kidding. One of the most popular and hilarious Blackhawks blogs. Debbie, have you ever heard of them? HOCKENIGHT. All right? And, okay, he puts this in brackets, and a collection of writers who have previously worked on our eulogies. You had to do that.
What a fuck.
This is their statement. This is why they quit. Last year brought rape allegations, revenge porn, homophobic slurs, and countless dude bros defending the indefensible simply because the perpetrators happen to play sports for a team they supported. What had once been a pleasure became a labor. All right, let me take this apart right now, okay? If they were defending the revenge porn guy, you might be onto something, but it's cowardly to shut down. If they're defending Patrick Kane, they're on solid ground. And it shows you're biased by putting everybody in the dude bro category so you don't have to make your point. Here's the truth. Patrick Kane had a rape allegation against him. That allegation, by the evidence, was either false, outright lie, or the person that made that allegation is mentally ill and thought they were telling the truth. That is the only reasonable two conclusions you can come to. So, those dude bros, which, by the way, I seen guys like Dan Donovan on Twitter, and I got a slew of hockey girls that are on my Twitter feed that have been correcting people, talking about, the burden of proof, that you need to have some kind of evidence before you convict a guy, even in the media, from a moral standpoint. And simply, you guys didn't get your way. So everybody else is a dude bro that disagreed with you. So you need to go back to your echo chamber. Whoa, 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 Patrick Kane's a rapist, rapist, rapist. Patrick Kane's a rapist, 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 rapist. So you're just a bunch of cowards. Bottom line. Guilt, or you're innocent until proven guilty. And here's the best part. Nobody got raped. Sorry, you're disappointed. Here's what else they wrote. And this year, this is the best. And this year had a quote unquote staying together for the kids feel to it. You're hockey writers. It's not that serious, dude. That's coming from a dude, bro.
Kid that called you out? Holy fuck.
We didn't
recap these motherfuckers.
We didn't recap it all until we saw we could provide a little levity to some going through a tough time. But I'm sure you'll agree that our hearts weren't in it, and you guys deserve better. Here's a translation.
Was this fucking Haiti?
Yeah, I know. It's like you had an earthquake.
Katrina?
Yeah, we couldn't write our hockey blog during the fucking Katrina or an earthquake.
What the fuck is this?
What does it matter with these people? What does it matter with these people? Let me translate that. Nobody bought our SJW bullshit, and they called us out on it, and we were made to look foolish several times. So, rather than actually defending something, you know what's indefensible? Defending this, the accuser is indefensible at this point. At this point. It might have been worth giving her the benefit of the doubt, but here's the dirty truth of it. Sports Mockery, a dude bro publication, had a source in late August saying Patrick Kane would not be charged. Nobody in the Chicago sports media wanted to see their evidence.
Nope.
They offered it. Nobody was interested. In fact, they have sort of led people to believe that the Chicago sports media pressured them to write favorable articles to the accuser, which, in hindsight, she didn't deserve. Because they couldn't find any evidence that matched her story.
Yep. Much
less to say a full penetration rape.
Yeah. There's no thread to pull at. None.
There's nothing.
Zero.
Nothing. Zero, zip. Nada. Niente. But if the Chicago Blackhawks handled every one of these incidents and made it clear to us that this was no longer an organization that we could continue supporting in this way, what the fuck could the Blackhawks have done? Sports Mockery claims they were contacted by somebody in the Blackhawks organization and told to write favorable articles about the alleged victim. Well, they didn't do that because they obviously have some integrity. That going back to my original statement at the top of the show, there's no such thing as journalism. None. It doesn't exist. It's a novel idea. It never exists.
And when it does, it's perverted in these type of fucking fashions.
Look, if it was a book...
This is a perversion of journalism.
If there was a book of journalism ethics, and there isn't, it would be the smallest book in the world. Because everybody talks about ethics, but nobody actually practices them, and they're usually subjective.
This is the shit that makes it non-existent.
This is why you're probably out of business. I never heard of your fucking blog. This is all I do all day. Well, I'm trying to think. Did she ever hear of them? Nope.
No.
Never heard of you. I heard of Sports Mockery. By the way, the guys who told you in August, I wish I had missed it. August that he wasn't going to be charged, that they had a source. Their source was right. And they were told by the Chicago sports media that they were just being dude bros and they were just rooting for a guy because he was on the Blackhawks and he was good at hockey. Well, guess what? They were right. You were fucking wrong. So I quit. So it's not about hockey, and it's not about hockey fans, and you're not hockey fans. You got a political agenda, and you tried to use the Blackhawks to do it. The Blackhawks couldn't do anything to Patrick Kane, probably illegally, and shouldn't have, considering the evidence we know now.
Yeah, it turns out both the NHL and the Chicago Blackhawks handled the situation 100% spot on correctly. 100% spot on correctly. And these assholes want to write like we're talking about the aftermath of Katrina.
Yeah, I know.
It's mind boggling. It really
self-important bullshit Jesus Christ. We have always promised each other that we would do this until it was no longer fun, and we are here because nobody cares about your political ideology. It's no longer fun that nobody takes you seriously, and you know what? They shouldn't because you were wrong about Patrick Kane, apparently. Suspending the season, twiddling at windmills simply got exhausting, and watching the recapping of Blackhawks games simply got to be something neither of us wanted to do. Well, you weren't hockey fans, because I got news for you. If there was a son of a bitch, even a rapist on the New York Rangers, and he went to prison, I'm not going to stop watching the Rangers. And not even if they stuck up for him initially. They would have to do something really egregious, like stick up for them, stick up for the rapist after we knew for without a doubt he was a rapist, which is exactly what you guys did. You still want to bury this guy.
Him on the fucking cover of billboards and shit.
Yeah.
They have to be advertising this rapist.
You're accusing the Blackhawks of doing essentially what, like, you guys are doing the same thing, just reverse. It's a different end of the spectrum. You're fucking smashing a man that's clearly fucking innocent after the fact. If the Blackhawks would have put Patrick Kane up as their hero and come see Patrick Kane, and it was clear and they found DNA all over the place, then you would be right. And you'd be right to be sick, and you'd be right to shut this thing down. But the simple fact is, your worldview was shattered because it doesn't work like you think it does. And an organization, a dude bro organization like Sports Mockery got it right, and nobody else did, mostly because they didn't want to. All right, taking calls, 718-395-7660, 718-395-7660, added contest, or call us Shot from the Point. Add it to contacts, Shot from the Point. You got anything, Matt?
No.
Mr. Dave?
Yeah, a little bit. Did Hartley win the Coach of the Year last year?
Yes, he did.
And he's gone. Jeff put it in the chat. I didn't know if it was true or not. Really, I mean, they're going to make a major move here. I know you think that they're not going to touch the team, the players, but you don't. I mean, come on, it's a year.
I think the major move would be Petro.
Baseball too. Matt Williams got removed after a year after winning Coach of the Year, and then fucking Dusty Baker takes over for him.
Huffman,
it does happen.
Huffman, give me one thing because I got the calls are coming in. What do you got?
Oh, Game 3 tonight.
Congratulations!
I'm fired up.
Better win.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah. So I turn on the show and Tommy is yelling.
What a shock.
Well, that could be any given time.
Yeah, really.
That's true. Gotta
be more specific.
Hey, if you want somebody more sensible, go to Greg Wyshynski. He always tells the truth.
There you go.
Yeah, I figured that's what it was about. It
wasn't really about him this time. It was about another bunch of fucking dopes that write for Wyshynski. I love how I bet that was should we put in that they work for us? All right, what do you got, Jeff? Because I do want to put this caller on. I got a new caller here.
No, that was pretty much it. Dave just kind of said everything I was going to say when I called in.
Yeah, I stole it. Put it in the chat. Fuck off.
Go Blues. I'm rooting for you tonight.
Pay off those refs.
Go Blues. All right, 330. You're on the air, and turn off your radio or your computer. 330. What's up?
Yep.
Who's this?
Who's this?
What do you think? You're messing with me? You want me to come over there and smack you in the face? Is that what you want me to do?
Do it. I said to call all day.
All right. What do you want to talk about?
Call all day.
Is this one of those jokes?
No.
God, that guy sounded hot.
Got me. Sir Ron, was I right about the damn? I was right. I was right as usual. Sir Ron.
Well, I mean, give credit to Murray, but I mean, they really wouldn't have won that game. I mean, they
wouldn't have won that game if you played 3 periods. You're absolutely correct, but you're not playing 3 periods, which is indicative of a team that's going to get eliminated in the second round. And it's exactly what I've been telling you.
They outshot the Pens like 13-4 in the first period.
They didn't start coming on, and I tell you something. Shots that they had, they weren't creating a lot of scoring chances. And in the first 2, what are you eating, chips?
I'm not. It's a plastic bag with fishing hooks.
Oh, really? Really? Oh, that's great, because this is the plastic bag with fishing hook show. Please, ruffle them up for more. I want to hear them, and apparently it gives Dave a boner sometimes because it's some kind of weird fetish he has. Do it.
It's weird, but hey, I don't
yeah, what are you going to do? I want to hear fish hooks. Matt, do you want to hear fish hooks?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's hear them. Go ahead, Saran. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. So, I mean, yeah, I was...
Go ahead, Saran.
Oh, the no sell.
Go ahead, Saran.
But yeah, I mean, back to the hit. Like, did you? What's the fat guy's name? The guy with the shoes and shit. No, the guy with the shoes.
Oh, that
no,
guy.
no,
the guy with the shoes.
Milbury. Yeah, that lard, that tard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Brooks Orpik's a horrible human
see his two
being.
reactions?
Yeah. What do you want? It's Mike Milbury.
is
Brooks
my mic
Orpik is
working?
a horrible human being, but because he likes Kris Letang's okay. You know, what do you want?
No, but like, did you see his two reactions? There's this fucking like him reacting to Orpik and him reacting to.
Yeah, I just
Letang.
mentioned that. Yeah, I did see it, and here's the thing. I suppose I could go on and on about what an asshole Mike Milbury is, but it's self-explanatory. I got Bama
It would
Fox.
take forever.
I got Bama.
You'd go crazy trying to explain it.
Yes, and I'm trying to right now, and you're not letting me. I got Bama Fox, who is a big Pittsburgh fan. You're lucky to get blown up, right? I got Bama Fox, who's a huge Pittsburgh fan, right? She hates him, wants him to get fired, and I'm telling y'all, just enjoy the show. The guy's an idiot. He got rid of Zdeno Chara, Matthew Schneider, Todd Bertuzzi.
You think after beating someone with a shoe thing?
He beat a guy with the shoe. He got rid of. Oh God! Oh, what the fuck are you doing? I hate you! I hate you! Like. Dave, did he not get the hint? I mean,
Fucking welcome to my world, motherfucker.
he's like I made fun of him to let him know that I didn't want to hear the fish hooks, right? And then he starts like, oh, I guess enough times went by. Maybe we should, do the fish hooks.
I've really got to organize these fish hooks. It is very important.
Kevin Souza.
Well, there,
Don't piss me off, kid.
Fuck,
Don't worry.
tread fucking lightly.
I'm here to talk about TJ Oshie.
What about him?
Now, we see how he's doing a fairly good job in this series, how he is scoring goals, and even if he doesn't get a point in the game like last night, he does make his mark in the offensive zone, and not a lot of the Capitals players are really trying to follow the leader. Or
Well,
try to match him.
I noticed that myself. You could put Alexander Ovechkin on the list, who's the leader.
Yeah,
Coach, like TJ Oshie is playing a fucking 60-minute game. There's no doubt about it, and I know exactly what you're talking about. A lot of scoring chances. The only major scoring chances I can remember from the first period were from TJ Oshie. Yeah, there's a lot of shots on goal, but you could have a lot of shots. If they're not quality shots, it's not going to really make a difference. And I'm not seeing it. Look, Caps played great in the third period. They showed a lot of heart. But that's not what championships do. That teams do that, when they're behind and they win the game, but they don't put themselves in a position. And these guys should have been running over. They should never win 6 games in Philadelphia. It's a little unlucky the Pens caught fire when they did, but they're not dominating. And I got to be honest with you, the only reason they're still in it in this series is because they're that good. They're that talented. Would you agree with me on that, Dave?
Look, yes, they're sticking around because of depth and talent in and of itself.
Yeah, that's it. But you have to have more than that to win the Stanley Cup. And you know what? You don't even need the talent half the time if you just get hot, ridiculously hot.
The funny thing is, looking at these numbers, and I know that not all numbers are created equal.
Yeah.
But they beat the fucking piss physically out of Pittsburgh. We talk about the hitting in the St. Louis-Chicago game. Do you know what the hits were in this game?
What?
58-25 in favor
what is that?
of Washington.
What does that remind you of, Dave? The series last year with the Rangers.
Holy shit!
Okay, yeah. They're bashing, but look, they beat the ever living hell and had a 3-1 lead on the Rangers last year and blew it. And
I'm wondering how many of those hits came in the third period. If a big number came in the third period, and that's why the tide turned,
that's interesting.
What happened? But look, the reality is, this team has a history of being choking dogs. If they lose in any fashion, doesn't matter if they lose in 7-4, it doesn't matter. This is a choking dog situation. Once again, Washington can't get it done. They need to get their shit going, and they need to win game 4, plain and simple.
Yeah,
all right.
Fuck
I
everything
thought
else.
Washington was going to be good. Is that wouldn't you think that would change with Barry Trotz and a new Ovechkin that plays defense and players that come in like Oshie and Williams? I thought they were set for the Stanley Cup.
All right. Good call, Kevin. Good call, Kevin. 740, you're on the air.
Hi.
Who's this? Why can't you talk like a human being?
Because the 8-year-old.
Okay, this is
Yeah, I speak some Swahili. Let's rap. Let's talk.
remember the Harvey and C2810 incident?
What?
You
What?
remember the Tommy NC 2010 incident?
No, I never heard of it. Who's he?
Yeah, what's that?
What do you want? Are you Duck Studios guy?
What's your favorite team of
What's
any game?
what's my-
Baseball, basketball, football.
What's my favorite? What that he's in? I keep getting.
What's
half
your
his-
favorite sports
Team.
franchise and any?
I guess the New York Rangers. Why?
Mine's the Buckeyes.
What is he speaking Chinese, or am I just this old?
There's a gigantic pile of shit in his mouth, and his balls hasn't dropped yet. That's what's happening.
Chinese
All
people
right,
would be
I love
smarter.
Tommy NC 2010, and I like the New York Rangers. What else? Anything else? No.
I don't think so.
Ugh.
I think
The attack
I
of the
think he hung up.
prepubescent fucking shit gargler.
Martin, Staten Island. What's on your mind?
All right, Tommy, I just have to ask you a quick minor question. Do you think Dallas should start Naemi or Carl Lettinen? Because Lettinen got lit up his last time out.
I don't know. I'm going to pass that one to Kazar because he's paying more attention to that series, and he's got an answer for that. Go ahead.
I say Niemi because he's the guy that let them go into overtime last game. And Niemi, not Niemi, Lettinen, if you remember last game, I think he let in 2 goals on his first 2 shots, something like that. And that's not good enough in the playoffs.
Yeah, Lettinen let up the first 3 goals on his first 5 shots faced.
Yeah.
You know he's got the stats right in front of him. Can I ask Joe Martin a question, Tommy?
Yeah, I guess.
Go right ahead.
Joe, let me ask you a question, man. Why are you so good when you call in here and such an insufferable asshole when you call into my show?
I'm not
Why
as
do you
bad
say
on your
beat the
show.
garbage, but you give Tommy, you got the stats.
He's like
in
one of my
front, you
best
got your
callers, like-
glasses on.
Hockey-wise, Martin has climbed up. Like, Pure used to be the absolute best, but his
He's
fucking-
on ESPN right now, Tommy. Don't fucking be too impressed. He can read.
I don't care if he goes to ESPN as long as he sounds good and you sound great.
Dave, you can see what I'm doing in my house from Germany. You must be like Superman or something.
Yeah,
I didn't
Dave,
know.
you-
I know you little fuck. I
Dave,
don't
do you
wanna
have,
get that shit. Don't
Dave,
get down.
do you have a black helicopter over his house that is reporting back to you?
I feel collusion.
I don't care.
Dave, I'm not as bad as I used to be on your show when I called in.
I'll pull up some goddamn shit that you write, you fuck.
I don't care.
That
You keep-
stuff.
Matt Martin, I don't know what the issue is over there, but I'm happy you call here.
All right.
Well, in fairness, Dave, I will defend him on this, and I'm going to do it seriously. I know we're joking around. He has been talking about the Dallas Stars since February, in fairness. to him.
Yes.
So, and he does live in Staten Island, obviously. Jesus. Wherever you go, everybody thinks you're from Staten Island. I guarantee it. But so maybe he likes the Stars. I mean, we know.
Oh, he likes the Stars. There's no question about
Isn't
that.
there some wrestling dork out there that lives in Brooklyn or Queens and likes the Atlanta Braves? I'm sure there's one.
That's not the point of contention.
No sane person likes the Atlanta Braves.
That's what
All right,
that's what Vince Russo said.
Right.
All right, buddy. Good call. Hey, I don't care what. I know. Dave, look, listen. I don't want you to go anywhere. Hold on. Dave's been really mean to you, but
Yes.
he's mean, and
Yes.
I'm not, and I'm caring, and I care about your feelings, and you keep giving me these great calls, kid. Okay.
All right, thanks.
All right, brother.
Yeah, 'cause that's the fucking known tagline for Shot from the Point. Tommy C, I care about your feelings. What the fuck? Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Last call. All right. You guys got anything else?
Not really. I got a new badass Homer shirt, and I'm pretty happy about it.
What do you got? Let me see. Homer?
That's pretty sweet.
Did you get that in one of those stupid boxes that you opened?
No, actually, my wife, she lovingly picked it out for me.
Really?
Thanks for belittling it.
Yeah, my wife bought me freaking candy today, or at least I thought she did. She handed me the damn thing. I had a big smile on my face, and I ate it. She comes back.
Yeah.
You ate it all? I was like, yeah, I ate it all. I ate all the fucking candy. Thank you. But I thought we'd share it. And I was like, oh, baby. That mind reading class I told you I took in college, I fucking failed it. Every class, I couldn't do it. You handed me the candy. I thought I was supposed to eat it. When I dropped off Laura the other day, I brought you chocolate. I didn't get mad when you ate it. I didn't get
I
mad.
don't want to marry.
You don't want to get married either. You just got to figure out how to get laid and then just ride that goddamn job you're working on.
Yeah, have the sex first. First have the sex, and then worry about the other things.
Yeah, you need to I don't know. I don't think he's like a. You know what? Here's the thing. And I think you know this because me and you, I was a little more than you, but both me and you, Dave, are relationship guys. We've always have been. Because even me, when I got hot, I settled down real quick. I think certain guys are built certain ways, and I wasn't built that way. Now I did. I had a fun, but if I had I went on like on a 5-month run, I'd always just like, Jesus Christ, I can't afford 3 broads. You know,
right?
You know,
it's a tough life to live.
So I just picked the best one.
I'm confident that one day Matt will find the man that makes him complete, and I'm confident it'll happen. And when he does, I will be there with the most gorgeous.
Wouldn't it be great if
rainbow-colored rice?
Wouldn't it be great if he just came out queer and he told us, and he fell in love with some NHL hockey player, and he's like the first gay hockey player to come out, and then we have like access to him. And then we would be like, Matt, no, it's okay, man. We still love you.
Yeah, we would have access after Matt had exclusive access. It would work out
I'm too hairy to be considered gay.
Yeah. And we find out old PK's gay, and they start like, living together.
PK.
And first he tells you it's for journalism reasons, but then we find out for some other reasons.
But if I were to go gay, it wouldn't be with PK.
Why?
Well, why not?
Don't sell yourself short.
That guy's hung like a horse.
Because when I kiss him, it looks like his lips would. I don't know.
You racist.
I love that. There is so much wrong with what you just said.
I don't know. It just seems like
the fact that you think intimately about the man that you would kiss and how you would kiss the man. That's the first thing. But
no, that's not the man.
What the fuck?
This is the problem with you guys. I said this isn't the man I would kiss.
Well, what man would
you guys always do this?
The lips and the way the lips would be on the man you would kiss. It's just.
Well, I'm saying I want to avoid this, so it makes me non-gay.
Oh yeah.
But which man would be acceptable?
Yeah, yeah. Which I don't think.
Is it in the playoffs? Because I don't want a mustache.
Holy shit! That's not the answer to give, Matt. That's not the correct response.
Yeah, that's why you got problems, Matt.
Because your dad
you know why? Because like
fucking door any second.
You know what it is too, though, Dave. Me and you could joke about being gay. Like, yeah, you could say like one of your genius fucking your graphics guy made a picture of you doing me in the ass. Yeah. You know, it was funny.
Well, I have plenty of man.
But see, it doesn't matter. You know what though? It doesn't matter. Like to us, because we're fucking like. Look, I'm middle aged. You're almost middle aged. And we have kids. So like if somebody puts me on like gay porn or something like that, like what do I care? You know? But Matt, like you're in the dating thing. Like you could freak people out, you know? Like fucking Jeff's in there. Jeff's in there. Matt, just stop. Just stop, Matt. Just stop.
But that's the problem with not just with you guys, but everyone else. I'm right. Everyone else is wrong. I say something, you guys twist it and make it gay.
Yeah, of course. Like so don't put yourself in the. You're right. Well, first of all, you're on a comedy show. Dope. And going to school, if I remember correctly, is pretty much the same fucking thing. Everybody's goofing on each other and busting balls. So here's what you need to learn, Matt. You got to learn to not say things to feed the trolls. You get that? Do you understand that? So you just say...
But I don't do it subconsciously.
Just do what we used to do in the 80s. I hate fags, you know? Oh, fag. You know? Wouldn't kiss a guy. Fuck you. I'll kill you. You know, that's how you handle it.
You asked me which guy I would kiss.
Don't answer it.
I'm answering.
Don't answer it. That's
well, I'm guessing there's like a gun pointed to my head and you're making me kiss a guy.
No,
okay.
No. You certainly like you can answer, but you certainly don't give like
he's not
details
wrong
about the guy's lips and the curvature and the moisture and all that shit.
Let me just say
if I had a gun pointed to my head, I'd like some preferences.
Where's the gun?
Where's the gun? Well, all right.
When you tell me. When you tell me if you were to kiss a guy, I'm assuming I had to kiss a guy.
Yeah.
That's a bad.
Okay, all right.
Dry lips.
Okay. Small dry lips. Okay. Here's the thing, Matt. I used to do this too. When they would ask me these sort of what kind of questions would you call them, Dave? What do you call
questions?
What are they called? Like a what's the word
trap.
for them? No, it's not. It's a trap. Yeah, but what is it? What's that?
Trap.
Hypothetical.
When you get these hypothetical questions, right? I fell for the same trap. I'm like, well, it's just a hypothetical, so what? All right, here's it's a trap. It's not a hypothetical question. They're just looking.
Akbar
They're asking you the question so they can twist it, so you can't give them an answer. Do you understand now?
No.
You can, but here's what you do. You have to give me an answer because it's funny. But if you want to protect yourself in the real world, I would just wouldn't answer it. Isn't that a simple solution, Dave?
Absolutely.
You could answer. You know what? I have a few answers for you. Fuck you. I'm not falling for that. Eat me. You know, it's worked for me.
There's a classic example of this. I remember this back to when I was in 7th grade.
Yeah.
The big one going around, hey, would you rather suck one disgustingly dirty cock or 100 clean cocks? Matt?
Matt?
What's your preference?
One dirty cock.
See, you fucking answered it again.
You don't answer it.
Fucking shit, man. Akbar. Think about Akbar right now. It's a crap. Holy fuck.
Falls for it every time. We gotta
I would
go.
kiss him instead.
I don't know if I played this on the show before.
First of all, dude, hilarious, dude. You're unbelievable. Funniest voicemail I think I've ever freaking heard in my entire life.
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys are awesome. And I like what Jack said. I mean, I know he doesn't like Doug and Keith. I know he's an LA fan, so we kind of have a little bit of a playoff rivalry with them. But he said some good things, and I'm basically on his side with it. But you guys have an awesome channel and everything. And Tommy C is the man. Peace.
Yeah. All right. I love those things, and I get them every so often, and you guys rock. But here's the thing. Here's what I worry about. When you call and leave a message, I can't call you back. So you have to tell me who the fuck you are. So, because I don't know who that righteous motherfucking fan of mine is, because I don't know his name. So if you leave a message and you want to, like, stroke me, which I'm all for, because I'm a sociopath and I need my narcissistic supply, you know, just, you know, let me know who the fuck you are. Because then I'll be nice to you, and I won't be as quick to blow you up like Sauron. You know, that's it. All right, let's get out of here, boys. What do you think?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Tonight in the National. That's last night's games. All right, last
Matt's
night.
all Duran right now. He's like, no mas.
We really.
They're calling it. The towel's been.
Well, I
thrown
think
in.
we taught something very valuable to our buddy here.
Yes.
You know, like, don't answer the question. You know, we were brutal. You like fucking. We're brutal.
Even when I don't talk to them, they say I'm gay.
I don't know. Can't say stuff like
say
that.
my ass. Sorry.
I don't know. Maybe you should do what your brother did. You know, and just say, yeah, I'm big fag.
Right.
Disarm them. I don't know. I wouldn't do that. Or you could just take I don't know. Or you could drive down to Michigan, get an AR-15, and come up and kill every one of them. You could do that too.
You could do that. that is one solution. And it's a permanent one.
Yeah, there you go. I bet they'll never say that again.
Never.
Tonight, or last night, the Penguins, 47 saves. 47 saves from Mr. Murray, goaltender for Pittsburgh Penguins. Ovechkin did get a goal and an assist. He did get it going, but didn't get it the third period. Pittsburgh holds on 3-2 and playing a pretty significant. Well, they played a good hockey game tonight in the National Hockey League. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Islanders host the Tampa Bay Lightning. That series tied. It's not okay for me to root for the Islanders, right?
No, not at all.
I kind of am.
Oh no.
I just.
If I was.
And look,
Coast,
they won like 4 Stanley Cups, all right? I think that's as many as we have. So they'd go one. Fuck them. I hope the Islanders lose. Go Bolts, go. Go Bolts, go. Because we have 4 cups and they have 4 cups. Then I think that's it. That's how it works. But they got 4. They got their 4 in a row. That's the only difference.
Yeah.
9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. San Jose, they're in Nashville. Look for them to go up 3-1. That's where you get your lock. Bet on. Put all your money. Put your house, your kids. I don't know, funds. I don't know. What do you call those
things?
That's
like $50 for me, so that's not a problem.
Put your kids' college money on it. San Jose's going up 3-1, and Nashville's playing good too. That's something we didn't talk about. Nashville is not. I notice I haven't criticized Nashville, or even talked about them all that much because they're playing good hockey. San Jose's just that hot. You know.
Pekka Rinne is gonna have to become a wall.
He's been good.
Wall.
He's been really good though.
He's been really good.
Yeah,
he's got to be a god.
San Jose's gonna win it. 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. The final game. Dallas Stars are in St. Louis to take on the Blues. That series also tied 2-1. Actually, wait. San Jose leads that series 2-0, so they're going up 3-0. You watch. They're going up 3-0.
Probably. I think it's a safe.
I think they're worse. They're going to lose that 5. And St. Louis hosts the Stars. That should be a good game. This is turning out to be a pretty good series. They're tied 1-1. Go Blues, glow! I'd love to see the Blues win the Stanley Cup, and I think, yeah, because you want to be right, don't you? Why don't you root for your friend?
I do desperately, more than anything else. Okay, right, you got me. You got me in a box here.
You can't root for our dear friend Jeff, who's never seen a Stanley Cup in his lifetime.
No, not after that video we cut. I don't care that had nothing to do with me.
What are you rooting for Jeff?
The hockey gods,
Matt, are you rooting for Jeff, Matt?
Sure.
Yeah.
Actually, no, because he has abs and I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Go.
All right. Yeah.
That didn't sound gay either. Don't worry, man.
Screw you, Jeff. You look better than us. We hope your team loses. Get out of my reach. That's not gay. Are you gay, Matt?
No.